Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. This time we are going through this week's issue of TechView's 10X. And let me tell you, they really outdid themselves this time.
I know, right? It's like they took all the craziest, most innovative tech news and just crammed it all into one issue.
So buckle up everyone, because we're about to take you on a wild ride through the future of data storage. A router that, well, kind of bends the rules of physics.
And a few other surprises along the way, I think it's safe to say.
Let's kick things off with something that affects, well, pretty much all of us: storage. Remember those external hard drives? The ones that weighed like a ton of bricks?
Oh, yeah. You practically needed a separate bag just to carry one of those around.
We'll say goodbye to all that because Western Digital is about to make those things obsolete. They're working on heat-assisted magnetic recording tech, which could push storage capacities beyond 100 terabytes.
100? Can you imagine?
That's like every movie ever made, plus all the cat videos on the internet, and you probably still wouldn't fill it up.
It's mind-blowing, but it's also pretty cool how it works. They use lasers to heat up tiny spots on the disks.
Making them more receptive to data. So it's like supercharging the storage capacity.
Exactly. And while this tech might not be as fast as the SSDs we have now, it's going to be a game changer for things like cloud storage and those massive data archives that companies and, well, the government, I guess, use.
Well, speaking of SSDs, SanDisk just announced something pretty crazy, too. SSDs with DRAM-like performance, but with 4 times the capacity at half the price. It's almost like they're giving it away.
I know, right? It makes you wonder how they can even make a profit. But for consumers, this is incredible news.
Think about it. Faster load times, smoother multitasking, and enough space to store, well, everything. But there is a catch. SanDisk themselves are saying that by 2027, their 512 terabyte SSDs might not even fit in desktop computers anymore.
It's true, they said that. It's almost like we're reaching a point where the components are getting too powerful for the devices we have.
Right, like we need to rethink how we design and build computers to keep up with these advancements.
I think so, yeah.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, on the topic of shakeups, it seems like the tech world might be in for another one. Intel, which has been the reigning champ of the chip world for over 50 years, might be facing some real competition.
You're talking about the rumors with TSMC and Broadcom.
Yeah, exactly. There's talk that they're joining forces, and they might even try to separate Intel's foundry and chip design operations, which could be a really big deal.
Oh, it would be huge. It would completely change the landscape of the industry. And it also shows how things are shifting towards more specialization. Companies are realizing that they can't necessarily be the best at everything.
It's like instead of trying to do it all, they're focusing on their strengths and collaborating with others to fill in the gaps.
Thanks.
Now, let's shift gears for a minute and talk about something a little more, tangible. This new long-range Wi-Fi router that everyone's talking about. It's supposed to be able to send data up to 10 miles away for less than $100.
10 miles? That's practically another zip code.
I know, right? It sounds amazing. But of course, there's a trade-off. The speed is limited to 32 millipiece, so it's not exactly lightning fast.
Well, it depends on your needs, right? If you're in a rural area or have a really large property where coverage is more important than speed, then this could be a game changer.
I think so, yeah. What do you think, viewers? Would you sacrifice speed for range? Let us know in the comments below.
And while you're at it, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our deep dives into the world of tech.
Oh, and before I forget, if you're feeling inspired by all this amazing tech and you want to learn how to start your own online business, make sure you visit www.businesskong.com. They have all the resources you need to turn your ideas into reality.
Now let's get back to the news. DJI is apparently gearing up to launch 2 new action cameras. They're going to have to really step up their game to stand out, though, because the market is already pretty crowded.
Right, so they're going to have to come up with some pretty innovative features. What do you think we'll see?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they offer 4K resolution at 240 frames per second.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty sweet for slow motion shots.
Definitely. And maybe even some built-in AI editing features to help make those videos even more epic.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
We will.
But one thing that's not a mystery is the fact that AI is becoming more and more integrated into our lives. OpenAI just announced that ChatGPT is now being used by over 400 million people every week. That's almost like the entire population of the United States is chatting with a robot.
And it's not just ChatGPT. Google just released their own AI tool called Notebook LM, which is designed to help you work with audio.
Oh, wow. I hadn't heard about that one yet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you've got the rumors about the iPhone 16 getting some serious performance upgrades, possibly to handle even more AI tasks.
So basically, AI is everywhere. It's in our phones, it's in our computers, it's even in our headphones. It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
It is. But it also begs the question, what's the biggest impact AI is going to have on our lives in the next 5 years?
That is the question, isn't it?
Will it be in healthcare, education, entertainment?
What do you think, viewers? Let us know your predictions in the comments below.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends so they can join the conversation too.
That's all the time we have for today's deep dive. But before we go, we want to remind you to check out www.businesskong.com if you're feeling inspired and want to start your own online business.
They have step-by-step guides, resources, and a supportive community to help you every step of the way.
And until next time, keep exploring the amazing world of tech.